Please remain silent and do not skip this part of the video until the American national anthem has finished. Failure to obey this instruction disrespects the 2,977 people, with the exception of 19, who perished in the suicide bombing attacks in New York on September 11th, 2001. The American national anthem will play now.
Good evening and welcome to this Tom and Ben News United Kingdom 9/11 Remembrance Special.
The September 11 attacks, commonly known as 9/11, were 4 coordinated Islamist suicide terrorist attacks carried out by Al-Qaeda against the United States on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
That morning, 19 terrorists hijacked 4 commercial airliners scheduled to travel from the New England and Mid-Atlantic regions of the East Coast to California.
The hijackers crashed the first 2 planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, 2 of the world's 5 tallest buildings at the time, and aimed the next 2 flights toward targets in or near Washington, D.C.
The third team succeeded in crashing into the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense in Arlington County, Virginia, while the 4th plane crashed in rural Pennsylvania following a passenger revolt.
The attacks killed 2,977 people, 19 of them being the terrorists, and instigated the multi-decade global war on terror.
Sorry, we seem to have made an error here. What we're actually trying to say here is 2,996 people in total died, with 2,977 of them being victims and 19 of them being terrorists.
And between 6,000 and 25,000 plus people survived, injured or not injured.
The first impact was that of American Airlines Flight 11, which crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex in Lower Manhattan at 8:46 a.m. local time.
At 09:03 a.m., 16 minutes later, the World Trade Center's South Tower was hit by United Airlines Flight 175.
As a result, both 110-story skyscrapers collapsed within an hour and 41 minutes, bringing about the destruction of the remaining 5 structures in the World Trade Center complex,
as well as damaging or destroying various other buildings surrounding the towers.
A third flight, American Airlines Flight 77, crashed into the Pentagon at 09:37 a.m., causing a partial collapse.
The 4th and final flight, United Airlines Flight 93, flew in the direction of the Capitol. Alerted to the previous attacks, the passengers retaliated in an attempt to take control of the aircraft.
This forced the hijackers to crash the plane in a Stony Creek Township field near Shanksville at 10:03 a.m. that morning. Investigators determined that Flight 93's target was either the United States Capitol or the White House. Within hours of the attacks, the Central Intelligence Agency determined that Al-Qaeda was responsible.
The United States formally responded by launching a war on terror and invading Afghanistan to dispose the Taliban, which rejected the conditions of US terms to expel Al-Qaeda from Afghanistan and extradite the leaders.
The US's invocation of Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, its only usage to date, called upon its allies to fight Al-Qaeda.
As the US and NATO invasion forces swept through Afghanistan, Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden disappeared into the White Mountains, eluding captivity by Western forces.
Although bin Laden initially denied any involvement, in 2004 he formally claimed responsibility for the attacks.
The nearly decade-long manhunt for bin Laden concluded on May 2nd, 2011, when he was killed during a US military raid after being trapped down to his compound in Abbottabad in Pakistan.
The war in Afghanistan continued for another 8 years until the agreement was made in February 2020 for American and NATO troops to withdraw from the country, and the last members of the US Armed Forces left the region on August 30th, 2021, resulting in the return to power of the Taliban.
The clean-up of the World Trade Center site took 8 months and was completed in May 2002, while the Pentagon was repaired within a year.
And after delays in the design of a replacement complex, construction of the One World Trade Center began in November 2006 and it opened in November 2014.
Memorials to the attacks include the National September 11th Memorial and Museum in New York City, the Pentagon Memorial in Arlington County, Virginia, and the Flight 93 National Memorial at the Pennsylvania crash site.
Let's take a quick look at some viewers' news.
Weather tomorrow for Nottingham, and it's back to the showers again, with the top temperature of 18 degrees and a low of 12.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe, follow us on our Facebook page listed down below, and see you next Monday.